Have you guys ever seen the movie Inception? The concept behind it is that you can dream within a dream. And you might be wondering, well, what the heck does this have to do with investing? Well, actually, in one of my recent videos that I showed my M1 Finance portfolio, a lot of viewers noticed that within the portfolio itself, the pie that I structured out, I had invested in other pies that I had created. So we got a pie within a pie. That's how I connect the dots there. I know it probably makes no sense, but
I baked you a pie.
Oh boy, what flavor?
Pie flavor.
anyways, in this video, what I'm going to do is show you exactly how I'm able to structure that out within the M1 Finance application. I have not touched upon my growth portfolio in a while, so I wanted to bring that back up, talk about what we're seeing in terms of returns, maybe compare it to my Robinhood portfolio, the dividend portfolio I have, and give you some insights around there. So without further ado, let's just jump right in. Now listen, if you guys are brand new to this channel, you're just coming here for the first time, well, I want to say welcome. My name is Dalton. This is dlitztv, and hey, on this channel, we talk about all things investing. And like I said at the beginning, we're going to be looking at the M1 Finance portfolio. We'll compare it to my Robinhood dividend growth portfolio, and we'll also look at how to actually structure out the pies within M1 Finance. So what I'm going to do is flip over here. I'm going to go ahead, split the screen, show you exactly what's going on with my phone here. And this is my growth portfolio within the M1 Finance application. Now I also have a Roth IRA within M1 Finance, but for now we'll just focus on this portfolio. A lot of people are wondering, this is the overall pie right here, but within this pie I have almost sector breakdowns. You can see EV and energy, e-commerce and consumers, technology, safer every day, real estate, fintech, and graphics. These are different sectors that I kind of created in here to be able to figure out how I wanted to segment the money that was coming in. If you guys don't know how M1 Finance works, essentially as you invest money, it's going to automatically allocate it to the investments held within your portfolio based on a specific value that you set for each section here. So for example, you can see this EV and energy. Right below the title is 33%. That means that 33% of any of the money that I put into this portfolio is going to go directly into EV and energy. And if I click into that, you're going to get a number of different EV and energy stocks. And within here, you'll see that if you invested $100, 33%, $33 is going to go into this portfolio. And then within this individual portfolio, 50% of that, so around $15, $16 is going to go into Tesla, and so on and so forth. It'll break it down however you structure your portfolio. But a lot of people, when they first start with M1 Finance, they don't know how to section it so they can get these almost different subcategories right off the bat. Mainly, they'll have one overall portfolio, and then within that, they're just going to add all the stocks they want to invest in and set their allocation. So let me show you guys real quick how you can actually structure the M1 Finance portfolio to look similar to mine with these subcategories. All you're going to need to do is be able to create multiple pies, and once you understand how to do that, it becomes infinitely easier. So when you see how to do that, basically you look at the bottom right hand corner, it says research on the tab. You click on that research tab, you click it one more time, and you go into the My Pies tab. Now mine was already set to that tab, so in here you can see in the top right, now there's a plus icon. You can go ahead and add a pie. So if you want to build a new pie, that's exactly what you're going to do. Let's say this one, for example, is just going to be a test one. So we'll add a couple different stocks, but we'll start with tech. Let's say Apple, Microsoft, I guess Google in a way. We'll look at if there's any other ones. Maybe you wanted to do NVIDIA in here. There's a number of different ways you can break it down. You can add whatever you want to the pie. This is where you're going to add them in. And then go ahead and click done. Then you can set the structure of your pie. So once you put money into here, how much do you want allocated to Microsoft, how much to Apple, how much to NVIDIA? So if you wanted less in NVIDIA but more in Apple, you could do just that. Just has to equate to 100%. Makes sense. You can't like throw money in here and have it go nowhere. It needs to all be allocated. So I'm going to go ahead and click save in the top right. It's going to go and create this pie. Now let's name this test pie video. I can't spell. Test pie video 1. Save. Test pie video 1. Now let's go ahead and create another pie here, and we'll name it test pie video 2. So in this pie, let's say we got Tesla, Alibaba, scroll down a little bit, Procter & Gamble, Disney, Bank of America, and I'll go ahead and click done. I'm going to make sure this is allocated again how you want it to be, and these are just example pies. I would not copy these ones. Go ahead and click save, and you're going to have that pie now created here. We'll name it test pie video 2. Okay, So now you might be wondering, well, how do I get those now to be displayed in the same overall fund? Well, you can go to the main screen you have here. If you've already created a pie, you can click Manage Pie, Edit Pie, and then all you do is click on the plus to add a new category here. And what's interesting is in the top, it's kind of grayed out. You got stocks, funds, expert pies, watch lists, and then all the way on the right-hand side is my pies. Now, these are the ones that are used in my portfolio, but if I scroll to the bottom, you're going to see we have Test Pie Video 1 and Test Pie Video 2. So I could go ahead and add Test Pie Video 1 and Test Pie Video 2 into this, and bam, look at that. They're at the top of the list now. So that's exactly how you can break it up and structure out the portfolio how you want to in those segments. It's a really cool little feature. It's maybe when you jump right in, you don't get that overall knowledge on how to do that right away. So hopefully this video will help you with that. Now, what I want to cover real quickly is just, I'm going to remove those because I don't want them in my portfolio, is just a little bit of a comparison to my Robinhood investing portfolio. So all time, as you guys notice, this portfolio is down. It's $4,052.33, down 6.48%. Not really worried. This is a very long-term portfolio. I've been increasing the amount I'm investing in here because there's a higher opportunity for me to get some decent returns. And what I mean by that is if you look at, let's see the time range of 1 month. 1 month, I'm up 7.05%. And that's because these industries and these investments were hammered so hard and they're starting to bounce back now. If I go into my Robinhood portfolio, what you guys are going to notice is this is my long-term dividend investing portfolio for those of you who don't really know. It's supposed to kind of combat against the market. The market's failing, not doing well. This portfolio is supposed to, do okay. It's not supposed to drop as low as the market. It'll still go down. It still somewhat traces the market, but really it's not made for fluctuations or losing a ton of value overnight. So on this portfolio, you can see over the past month, we are up just 4.41%. So it makes sense just to diversify your money. Don't be too narrow-minded when it comes to investing because you might be losing some of your returns on the table. Now, it's important to break that out. I'm a rather conservative investor for somebody my age. A lot of people would be pure growth all the way. That's just not the way that I like to structure it out. And it's just something that I wanted to hit home with. Now, in this M1 Finance portfolio, again, I also have my Roth IRA in here, $6,315 right now at the moment. This is where a lot of my emphasis is going to be. You always want to max out your Roth IRA if you have the capabilities, if you're not making over the threshold to be able to contribute to your Roth IRA. And here, you get all the tax advantages. You're not going to be taxed on any of the growth unless you take it out. Now, I invested $6,000 into this. I could withdraw that $6,000 penalty free, but if I went over that into that $315.88 value right now, that's when the taxes would come into play. So I just thought I'd mention that real quick. And so that's really in a nutshell how you're going to be able to structure out the portfolio to look similar to mine. I know a number of people had asked questions about that, and hopefully this is answering those questions that you guys had. So again, if you guys had any questions along the way, maybe you were confused about some of this, be sure to leave it in the comment section down below. I'll get back to you. I'll try to answer all those questions. Thank you so much for checking out this video, guys, and have a great day.